Hello everybody and welcome back to our channel. We are here today again with Moe and George to continue our matcha production video series.
In the first episode in this series, we took a look at the harvesting and first processing of tencha and brewing recommendations from our tea farmer Aki.
Today's episode is all about the second processing of tencha and the making of our Meijiro Kukicha. Kukicha in Japanese literally means stem tea, and in the case of our Meijiro Kukicha, it is made from the small veins and stems from the spring tencha that Moe-chan just introduced in the previous video. As it requires very specific and precise machines, the refining of our tencha is made in another factory outside the village called Nishiko. Since we have collaborated with this company for many years now, our team was able to visit the factory a few months ago to learn more about this process and to take some footage to show you how it works. After the guidance in the factory, I will also show you step by step how to brew this delicious Meijiro Kukicha, so stay tuned until the end of the video. And for the brewing of the tencha, please refer to the previous video of our series with Moe-chan.
And in the third episode, we're going to see how the matcha goes through its final process before it's ready for drinking. So let's go and find out how the kukicha is made.
Are you ready?
Yeah!
At the very beginning of summer, our intern student Andrew and I brought our freshly processed tencha to the Nishiko factory for the refining process. I returned to the factory a few days later with the other members of the Obubu team to understand more deeply what the second processing of tencha involves and how our stem teas are made. The Nishiko Refining Factory is composed of two main refining lines. When the tea comes in, all the raw tencha is fed in a huge tank by a hopper. It first passes through various types of mesh with different sizes, moving in a circular and horizontal motion. The purpose of this process is to cut and separate most of the stems and veins from the tender part of the leaf itself. The next step is the wind separating sorting machine. Here, the tea is blown at different intensities in order to separate the leaves from the stems. The tender part, which is the lighter material of the tea leaf, is sorted to one side, and the stems, the heavier material, are sorted to another side. Leaves that are not separated from the stems completely would undergo another refining process. Like the previous sorting processes, this second material sorting machine includes a cutting roller, a mesh sorter and a wind separator. The small tencha leaves that are extracted here are then put together with the tencha leaf sorted from the previous wind sorting process, while the newly extracted stems and veins follow another line to pass through a last mesh and the last wind sorting machine. And here we have our Meijiro Kukicha. From here, the tencha follows a few last steps of refining processes, including an electrostatic sorting and a quick drying. The final tencha then passes through an X-ray checking machine to verify the absence of abnormal objects in the tea, just as a safety precaution. The tencha is packed in big aluminum bags that are vacuum packed and sealed for the most optimal storage. This will keep the tea dry, out of direct sunlight, and prevent the leaf from fast oxidation to keep it as fresh as possible until it is ground into matcha. The kukicha is packed in a 3-layered bag that includes 2 craft bags and a plastic bag between them. And here we go! Our refined tencha and our kukicha are ready to be sent back to us.
Hey! Welcome back to Team George. We've just finished our Meijiro Kukicha. Now we're on to the next part, the brewing.
Welcome back everyone! So we've just seen in the previous video how Tencha is refined and how we get the stems out of it to make our kukicha. The videos of our Meijiro Kukicha in the refining factory were taken in June this year, but as you can see we are now in autumn. So I chose this place called Shoboji in our little village Wazuka for this brewing session today. So you can also enjoy with me this amazing scenery while we brew a good cup of tea together. Let's go for the brewing session. So for the brewing of our Meijiro Kukicha, you will need 1 5 grams bag of tea, some cups, a little teapot and some hot water. So we will use 5 grams of tea for about 200 milliliters of hot water. As Meijiro Kukicha is a stem tea, it's not as sensitive as a loose leaf green tea like Sencha or Gyokuro, and so it can be brewed at a high temperature even for the first tea. Today we will use pretty hot water. This one is at 80 degrees. So I pour my 5 grams of tea in the teapot. And we're gonna cool down the water a little bit by pouring it in the cups first. So now the hot water is at about 80 degrees. So I'm gonna pour it on the stems. So let's wait about 1 minute now until the stems release their flavor. So the tea is ready to be served and we have a special guest. Haruka-chan from Wazuka just passed by, and so it was just the right timing, so we're gonna have the tea together. Arigato! Arigato! So as always, to make sure that every cups have the same flavor, I will pour the tea little by little. Thank you! 1 cup for you! Cheers! Cheers! Meijiro Kukicha is very delicate and very mellow, and because it comes from a spring Tencha harvest, which was shading for a couple of weeks, it has this very delicious umami flavor and the very refreshing aftertaste of a spring green tea. Thank you for coming! Thank you! So as you can see, tea is really magic. Tea gathers so many people, and this is also the part that we want to cherish a lot here. I also want to thank a lot all our tea club members again, because without you guys, Obubu wouldn't have come so far today. We will continue to do our best to keep Japanese tea alive and to share our passion with you guys about tea, and also to make, of course, even more delicious teas. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to our Instagrams and Facebook account if you want to follow our tea adventure. Stay tuned for the next video of this matcha production series. George will guide you to another very interesting place and share with you all the secrets of our matchas. Stay safe and have a wonderful day with a delicious cup of tea. Bye bye!